Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Clay Stephenson Show, brought to you by Dr. Kenny Holloway and the iPlace. They are located at 101 South River Street. Call them at 706-629-4578. And don't forget, you cannot miss the business. It's the one with the yellow door. Walk through there and they'll take care of all your optometry needs. Coach, I am pumped. I am jacked. I think I could have flown home last night. What a great victory, 56-35 over Hiram. You took the sting out of the Hornets. Well done, Coach.
It was a good game. Proud of the kids. Had a great week of practice. And, you know, it's such a long, that's what's great about football. And also stinks about football. You got 7 days in between to kind of figure out a lot about yourself, a lot about your team, and through a little bit of adversity and seeing how we come out on the other side. So it was just good to see how our kids grew up this week and handled it and came out last night, and just, you know, the message was just go out there and do your job for 4 quarters. It doesn't matter anything else is going on. You didn't need a big rah-rah speech. Just go out there and do your job for 4 quarters and for 48 minutes, and that's what we did.
We talked last week when we did your show after the Cartersville game, and I think we both had confidence that your guys would respond with a victory. I didn't realize it was going to be 56 points worth. The second time this season we've hung half a century or more on an opposing team. Gave up 35, but when you give up 35 to this team that's got as many offensive weapons as they have, that's just kind of like an average performance for them, or for our defense, it's an above-average performance.
Yeah, they've been averaging close to 50 or maybe 50 points. And we gave them 2 short fields with turnovers and a special teams blunder. But, you know, so other than that, I feel like the defense played a lot of really good possessions. But they're a tremendously talented football team.
Yes, they are.
And that's what, I mean, they've got players all over the place that are, I think they've got 5 or 6 Division I players spread out through the thing. So they're going to make plays. And we knew that going in. It's just a matter of we knew we'd have to outscore them. Just didn't know how many we have to have.
I wanted to start calling their running back, that one that's about 5'8", 5'9". He's thin. Wanted to start calling him Gumby, because every time they gave him the ball, whether it was on a sweep or a counter, it seems like he got to where the blocker was, and when you're that weight and you're standing behind a 180-pound guy, you look small. And he just like got up to him, and the next thing you know, boom, he's through the hole, and he's got 5, 6, 7 yards. And I thought our defense, I thought the black shirts of Coach Terry Morrow did really well.
Yeah, they did. They had to fly around a lot.
Yes.
And they had to have a lot of eye discipline, because you see people going all over the place. And then they've got 6'4" and 6'8" out there to throw it to. So, it's a difficult team to stop. You know, they're doing a good job with what they have of getting those guys the ball. But pleased with our defense, the effort they gave.
Coach Holly has to be pleased with the pound and shoot offense, because, like I said, second time this season we've hung a half a century on another team, and we scored 56 points against a team that until the week before it had been giving up only 8, 9 points a game.
Yeah, it was, it took all 11 on offense to move the ball and score, and great job by started up front with the offensive line.
Yes.
And the receivers played well. Trey had another good game, and Caden's running the ball really, really hard.
Yes, speaking of Trey, 18 for 29, 289 yards passing, and 3 TDs. Caden Williams, 24 carries for 140 yards and 1 TD. Imari Winston had 6 catches, 125 yards and 2 TDs. We used our tight end really well, and I am still wondering why they don't use a 6'7", 6'8" tight end more than they do, but I'm glad they don't. Just an overall really good performance by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, super proud of them. Like I said, it's a great week of practice, and it led to a good game.
Yes, it did. We're going to take a look at the first half highlights. Yellow Jackets, 56-35 victors.
It's a really good sign. You can't see it right here, but it said something Battle of the Hive, and had a big, had a Yellow Jacket and a hornet on the side with a wasp nest in the middle. So
yes,
good sign.
And we broke their hive. It was really nice. Some of their fans started leaving at the end of the third quarter. They won the toss, deferred, we received, and this kid has a strong leg.
Yeah,
Mr.
I think he kicked that back to our locker room where we had the dress.
First running play of the game, And this is just indicative of what Hall's Hogs did.
Yeah, that was a good job. Also, they had a guy in the hole, and he made him miss and drug the other one for a first down. It was a good start.
He dragged it, nice 11, 12-yard run to start things off. And this is the beginning of a nice night for Mr. Winston.
Yeah, got involved there on the screen. Good blocking out there out front.
Night and day difference between his agility from last year to this year after recovering from that injury.
Yeah.
I mean, his feet have gotten quick.
He's gotten quick and fast, and doing a good job. Incomplete there, trying to throw a little hitch to Bryant, to run there, and that's what, when you have to run against a loaded box, they're going to make some tackles like that. But
Exactly.
Make them miss more than they tackled him, I think, last night.
Was he throwing to Beasley or Imari?
Imari.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they were trying a little digger out with Imari and just couldn't quite get his feet set to get a good throw, but.
He forced a punt. They took away most of Isaac Green's Australian rules punting technique, but he got a nice 33-yard punt, pinned him back at the 20, and here we go on defense.
Yeah, not the start we wanted,
No.
obviously, but you spend so much time with the run game, and then they can throw it to that kid's committed to Duke as an athlete. So just tough offense to stop.
Right. They come in averaging 298 yards rushing per game, so you're going to think run first.
Yeah.
So they get a quick score, one-play drive, and after they kick this extra point, probably beyond where you dressed, which was, it seemed like a quarter mile or more away from the field.
I'll tell you what, I walked it 3 times, and my Fitbit started buzzing at me after the 3rd time, so I don't know if we could have made it back.
It was a long walk, folks.
They made the extra point there, made it 7-0. Really, it wasn't. It was no panic time. We knew they were going to score. So I don't even think we reacted on the sideline. It's just a matter of going in, doing our job, and going scoring for offensively anyway.
Good hard run. Caden tries to bounce it outside. Yeah, this team came in leading 5A in offensive scoring with 46 points a game. So they're going to get some points. There's a nice hole on the right-hand side.
They run a little buck sweep. And it's kind of the double cutback there is always there in the buck.
Hall's Hogs doing a good job. Tipped, and it hits the turf.
Had a huge play there, but I think that defensive end, 6'3", 6'4", just couldn't get it over.
Big boys.
Good play here, and it's a really good job of finishing the run to get, it would have been 3rd and 6 at the point of contact and get down to 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1.
I'll tell you one thing you do that I can't understand why college coaches don't when they get 4th and 1, whether it's into the end zone or for a first down. You put your quarterback under center.
Well, a lot of them don't practice it.
Obviously.
That's why they don't do it. So,
that's obvious. I said I don't understand it when you're making $10 million a year as a coach. Anyway, we line up with second and 11 after that loss right there, and then we throw a nice
play here. Good blocking out there by Penny. I think it was Grant Prine, and then let Amari do the rest, and he sits this guy down right there.
He took him for a ride for 8 yards with his hand on his helmet, and then just flipped him at the goal line.
Yeah, that was played all night on the news on High Five Sports.
Have a seat,
play of the game, yeah.
It looked good from the press box.
Yeah, it was good. It was also good downfield blocking, and
a great hole.
It doesn't take much for him to get loose.
No, it doesn't. The extra point's good by Carlito Lopez out of the hold of Isaac Green and the snap of Matt Scoggins, and we're kicking off again. Nice high sky kick.
Yeah, had a little wind in our face this way.
Right.
So we're just trying to kick it as high as we can. And
we'll take care of that in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah.
And the 3rd quarter. So they have it 1st and 10 in a 7-7 ball game. So we answer their quick drive or touchdown with a long drive of ours.
Yeah, that's their play, a jet sweep. They can run it to the boundary or to the field. They're both really good.
Excuse me.
And this is scary as well. I think they scored a couple touchdowns on a little bubble against Dalton, just to get to their fast guys. Got flying around, Cohen right there coming up and making the tackle.
And a host of Yellow Jackets surrounding the ball carrier, and that's the difference. Ooh.
Good play by McCaden.
On it. And that's the 6'7" kid, number 10, folks. The other receiver's 6'4". And
yeah, 4th down is a big play in the game. You got a little pressure there, and Jacob Schuler is playing out of his mind the last 3 games.
Lights out.
He was player of the game last week. Could have been it 2 weeks ago.
He
Faked
might
a little toss to Amari and hit Caden down the sideline for a touchdown. Faked the cameraman out as well, but that was a good play.
Yes, it was. Touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. The extra point is good by Carlos. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time keeping him from not being player of the game somewhere again this week. This is an even better sky kick. Do a nice job of surrounding him. There's going to be a penalty flag on this, if I remember. No, not on this one.
I got about 15 yards on return.
Yeah. But they missed that first pass right there.
Yeah.
Incompletion. And they're slippery running the ball, Coach.
Yeah,
of course, you're running behind like these 280-pound.
It is, and there's a lot of stuff going everywhere. That's what makes them very difficult to defend.
We're going to get a holding call against them behind this play. You saw some yellow litter.
Yeah, and it could have been 4th and 7.
Yeah,
or 2nd and 18. So we pushed them back, and it worked out.
Yes, they missed that screen there, so now they have 3rd and 18. Tough decision, or 4th down rather, and get off a punt. This is a nice return. I like this return.
Yeah, he finished it. I'd like him to not take a hit on a punt return, but
I mean, he did a good job of feeling it.
Yeah.
That's Justin Beasley, and then he gets up 7 or 8 yards on a return. This team is big on the defensive line also.
Yeah, and we knew we'd have some no gains. It's important not to have negative plays, and we have a couple. Not getting downhill, but Caden's running the ball really well right there.
Well, his vision is so good, and his jump cuts are so good.
Yeah, it's good when you have Amari and Caden back there and let them just kind of figure stuff out. We try not to do too much coaching with those guys.
Here's the ball. Run with it. Nice cut back in. Then he puts his shoulders down.
A little swing pass to Caden out there. It's a good job of getting 7.
Now we're out of the Wildcat with Caden running it. Look at that run.
Yeah,
look.
Good job, and finishes it.
Well, he got, what, another 8, 9 yards just on guts?
Mm-hmm.
Fake to the running back, Mr. White.
That's a good job here of throwing it away, really. They dropped everybody.
Yes, they did.
They were trying to hit Amari over the middle, but good job by Trey getting us out of it. We called timeout, didn't really like what we had.
Got him stacked in I formation on the right-hand side. And we just hand it off and run behind Hall's Hogs over to left guard and center.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 is a tough yardage, trying to get about half of it if we can. Again, I think they were holding him. I think they called pass interference.
Yeah. I was looking for a personal foul or hold. They ended up calling pass interference. So we get it 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd down. And about 7, 6.5, and 7 to go. Flip it out here to Caden.
Yeah, the little swing pass again with Amari leading. So they tell me that defensive guys can hit offensive guys in the back. That was I've never heard that before.
Neither have I.
Just got drilled late in the back. So the rule, they said, is if they're going for the ball, you can hit them in the back.
Right.
Is what the rule he said gave me.
Well, the first quarter ended, and on the first play of the second quarter, we get a 35-yard field goal from Carlos Lopez.
Great job by Carlos.
So it's a one-play drive in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Finished off the first.
Got the wind with us there, so we can kicked it, and Carlos got in the end zone for a touchback.
One of 5 touchbacks he's going to have in this game. He was 2 for 2 on field goals and 5 and perfect on extra points. A pretty good night for him. He hasn't missed an extra point all year.
I think it was Isaac that was low on that one.
They get it near the first down stick, and I think that's going to be enough to push it forward.
3rd and 10 there.
Yeah.
That was the first. Got them behind the sticks.
So they're at our 45-yard line.
And we were off sides. Then they hit number 1 down the sideline. One has several catches.
Yes, he did. He's a pretty good ball player. Yeah, they're athletic like we are.
Yeah.
That's a good job out on the perimeter, Coach.
Yeah, got 11 of them flying around defensive lines, playing really well and spilling it out.
Quarterback decides to scramble, gets it across the 15-yard line.
Yeah, good pressure initially, and they call a late hit, and questioning. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see the late hit either. And
Getting a touchdown.
They get a touchdown on the next running play, and then they get their extra point. So we got us a nice ball game. 14 all with 8:49 left, or 17-14.
You know, the whole game, as you keep watching, we never could quite feel just comfortable until the 4 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, there you go.
Because we knew they could score.
Yeah, I think I put this game in a book with about 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Finally felt comfortable.
Good throw there to Justin Beasley.
The ball found Beasley. Trey did a good job.
Had a little bit of a, not miscommunication, but want to do something a little bit different. But if you throw it up to good players, good stuff happens sometimes.
There you go. Second consecutive running play after the long completion to Justin Beasley from Trey Townsend. We're going to let Mr. Williams pound in there.
Yeah, Damon's line is strong.
Yeah, I don't know if he bounced off our player or their player, but he kept his balance. Tried to get some more yards. Trey rolls to the right-hand side, looking for somebody downfield.
Just about his Isaac.
He did good. Trey did a good job of extending that play.
Yeah.
Two receivers to the right.
Good route there by Justin Beasley.
Oh, he's
amazing route. Good protection. Good throw by Trey.
Hall's Hogs giving plenty of protection to Trey, and Beasley just stuck his foot in the ground and came back, and the guy was standing there wondering what happened. Good
just
first
about
down
getting
play.
right here. Yeah, get down to just inside the one, I think.
Yes, under center, unbalanced to the right, and we got the Matt Leinart play. We pushed Trey into the end zone for his rushing touchdown.
I think Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks.
I need to get him an ice pack for Trey's back, because I think he drilled him right in the back to push him through.
He got him through.
The bush push.
There he is. Matt Scoggins snapping.
I heard your Leinart
Right.
reference last night. I heard
did you?
that, yeah. I don't know if it's gotten so old. Many people probably don't know what it is.
No, they probably not. Yeah. But that's one advantage I have. I'm old.
Right.
I can remember some things. All right, they hand off to the outside, and once again, this is good, solid defense. Ooh, there's a slobber knocker at the end of that play. Kid keeps his balance. You give him credit, and he ended up with positive yards out of that. Yeah, there's not too many teams in Georgia would turn down this offense.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, they'd be tickled that to coach it.
Yeah, that counterplay is very tough. You see them score on it later on, but.
Yeah, but you know what? I was wary of that play coming into this game, and I thought we did a good job making, like you said, making the eye read and holding those, because those running plays, whether they hand off to the back, doing the motion, oh, there's a nice play.
Yeah, got the turnover there, low snap, and we get the quick turnover.
Sager Quinn on top of it. We're 1st and 10. We're deep in their territory.
Yeah, tried to take a shot right here, and they did a good job of. It ended up the corner being open. We're trying to hit the post, but they did a good job on it.
Yeah, and they put a little pressure on us. Motion, which is a pass. It's a forward lateral, so it becomes a pass to Cam Harris.
Cam Penny.
Penny, right.
Good job of you get guys with speed. I thought we got the first down there, but
I thought we did too. We got a first down now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, here, 21 runs the ball hard.
yes, he does, and just the little things like that. That, like I said, there's just the numbers. There's going to be a safety or a corner that's unblocked, and he did a good job of making those guys miss and falling forward a lot.
I'll tell you what he does is he hurts the DBs with his running style, and later on in the game they don't want to hit him.
Yeah, another play from the half-yard line.
Yeah,
touchdown. To give it, they were submarine. We called a timeout actually right before that. Instead of sneaking it, we just gave it to Caden again.
That's Caden's 7th rushing touchdown of the season. As we said, he had 24 carries for 140 yards for the game. Now we're with the wind, with General Breeze at our back, and he's kicking it into the end zone. Like I said, folks, 5 touchbacks. So 2nd down and about 6. They look to throw, scramble, the quarterback does.
Yeah, I think 3 ran the wrong route, or 1. Somebody ran the wrong route.
Yeah, he was timing. And then we had good coverage downfield. He didn't have any place to throw it. Once again, looking now, he scrambles back to the right-hand side. Pursuit's going to catch up with him. There's a sack.
Good job by that Sager. I couldn't tell.
I might have been Christian Gregory on that one, yeah.
Just about got to it right
yes,
there.
Yes, we did. Did he get his hand on it?
I don't think so.
It fluttered off, and we've got it 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line. Looking downfield for more.
Yeah, we're under a minute here. I'm not sure
yes.
how much time, but
we got it with 57.2 left.
Yeah. So we're trying to really just get in field goal range without, without risking a turnover.
Right. Nice completion to Amari, 1st and 10 at the 26. We clocked the ball to stop the clock from running. There's 35.4 seconds left. And I thought this was good clock management from using the timeouts to give us this amount of time. And then I thought you and the boys handled this 57 seconds really well.
Yeah, we did. It was tough. Had trouble spotting the ball one time, and then the center's helmet comes off here in a minute.
Yes.
Thomas's does, so it gets kind of.
I thought this was a smart play for him to run back up to the ball. Now the officials got to call timeout to get him off the field. Yeah. So stop the clock. Nice job of Trey staying upright.
Yeah, it was a very good job.
He throws the ball out of bounds, but stops the clock. So we've got the wind at our back, folks. Throw the ball down the middle of the field.
This is a
really
good
catch.
play. Very good play.
Caden does a good job of getting that ball. There you go. Put the ball down on the ground.
And they said 1st down, but it should have been a 3rd and 5. But then they moved the sticks. So anyway, we just went ahead and clocked it and kicked the field goal. Another field goal by Carlos.
38-yarder from the middle of the field. We're up 34-14 with 7.6 ticks left. And they run about 5 seconds off the clock, and then they're going to do a victory formation and run out the clock. There was one other time during the game when they changed quarters. And I swear we picked up 5 yards on that exchange.
Yeah.
The ball was on my – I had it at the 20. When they went down and marked the ball, they marked it at the 18. And they talked a long time before they ever moved the ball. And then the official, he just walks down the field, puts it down at the 18. I looked at Roger and Clint, and I said, we just picked up 5 yards on that.
We got 5 yards for travel. I think we had travels before. They gave us five extra. It's like mileage.
Mileage?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm good with that. Let's see. We're up 34-14. We didn't have a good second half against this team last year. They came back and did a nice job. We're coming off a second half where Cartersville dominated play, like we had dominated play in the first half. And what are we doing at halftime?
Yeah,
yeah,
all
right.
those things right there are definitely on coaches' minds. I think kids sometimes just show up and play, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Do you talk about
good.
it or not?
Yeah, we did. We talked about we watched film a little bit, and there was nothing adjustment-wise. It was just we had to keep doing our job. But they've been down double digits to East Paulding, double digits to Dalton. They were down double digits to us last year, and they came back and won all 3 of those games. So we brought that up at halftime of we got to make sure we go out and just keep doing our same thing, keep doing our job for 2 more quarters, and then you see how the second half starts, and it's like, here we go again. But that goes to show you the resiliency and and again, there's nothing you can do about when things happen to you. You just got to make sure you keep focusing on what you're supposed to do throughout the game, and I think that's what we did here in the second half.
Oh yeah, we handled it really, really well. It got to the point where every fan from Calhoun's thinking about this and talking about it, whether they're sitting in the front room listening to us on the broadcast or they're at the stadium. And then the guys we're talking. I said, I'm thinking, we're not talking about this anymore. Yeah. You got negative thoughts, negative things happen. We're going to be nothing but positive, and the guys handled it really well. So we're going to take a look at the second half highlights. Jackets are on top, 34-14 as we start the second half. We have to kick to them. We have the wind at our back still.
Yeah, the band's still on the field. And I don't remember last year, we got a 15-yard penalty in the Hiram game because our band was still on. And they were 2 minutes late, and the referee said he's not going to call that.
Yeah, of course
they
not.
called it on us last year.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So they get a nice play to start the second.
They run a counter play, and
yeah.
Exactly not how we didn't want to start that way.
No, we didn't. No. But anyway, so they get a long touchdown runs, 34-21 after the extra point.
And again, you take those plays, you know they're going to happen. It's just a matter of let's limit the big plays as much as we can because we knew they were going to score. And really, in our mind, offensive staff's mind, I think we thought we needed to score in the 40s. You know, defense told us in the 30s, but there's a little mixture of both those. But we gave them 2 short fields as well. So
yeah, this is a nice hard run. Caden just moving the scrum, the pile.
Yeah, brought up 2nd and 1, so
yeah.
Tried to take a shot right here, and Penny does a good job beating that kid on the route. Like I said, that's a Division I athlete right there. And,
yeah, he ran by him.
Yeah. And get a pass interference, or actually called holding, I think, on Stowe was the inside receiver.
Yes.
They held him.
So it's 1st and 10 now, 2nd down after a 5-yard gain. Fake the pass on the right. We run a tunnel screen out here on the left-hand side. We get about...
Yeah, I'd like to see him keep following, but brings up a 3rd and short and just...
And this is where we have a mix-up on the exchange, and they pick it up, and they're in great field position. And right now, there's some fans going, oh, no.
So, last year we had a fumble, scoop score for a touchdown.
Yes.
That definitely went through my mind.
Yeah, as that ball was bouncing around. Yeah. So they have a running play, spot the ball at the 29-yard line. We're early in the 3rd quarter.
Thought they had 2 in motion right there, but
they didn't call it.
They move a lot. I think they lean and get an early step. Tried to counter again, fumbled the exchange. And this is just 3rd and 15, and Jaden's in. It's the next one. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Yeah, Christian with another sack. Lots of Yellow Jackets around. Here you go.
Yeah, Jaden's in good position, really good position. Just missed time to jump a little bit, and I got one up over him. I mean, he's right there on him. So good covers, good throw, good catch.
Yeah, that's what I said on the broadcast. It was a really good throw, and the kid just high pointed the ball, and the kid's a little bit taller than Ken. Not much you can do about that.
No, Jaden's in perfect.
Or Jaden, yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden.
Her position, just that guy made a play. Again, he's a great athlete.
Yes. And
all right, so now we're up 6, and it's time to put a drive together right here if we can. They've got a momentum. They're chirping and talking, and
8:49 left in the 3rd quarter, and we let the big boy rumble down the field.
Throw a screen to Amari to pick up the 1st down.
Yep. Caden runs the ball on the left-hand side. Not a whole lot of running room, but the thing about him is he doesn't need but just a sliver of a crack. We got 2nd and about 4.5, 5.
Yeah, we got back to the Wildcat. Ran it with Amari to pick up about half of it.
Yeah. Now we got 3rd and 2. Give it to Caden on the right-hand side, and they stop him.
Yeah. And that's got loud. Their side was getting loud. Good job getting the punt off right here, and this is what we needed.
Hey, nice high punt. The ball was wobbling a little bit, and they came up, and they cannot get hold of it. And I think that was Mr. Schuler on top of that, or no?
I can tell. This, to me, that's probably the play of the game, at least play of the 2nd half.
It was Mr. Goad that got the fumble recovery.
At least momentum play was. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Then come back right, hit Amari on a little post route.
Yeah, you're punting. You didn't get the drive you wanted. You get a fumble recovery by Mr. Goad, and unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is the 3rd touchdown reception for Amari?
2nd. He was
second
one
one
later.
Yeah.
We can get one in a minute. So I think we did have 4.
Yeah.
Trey did have 4 touchdowns. We'll get to a minute.
Yeah, we'll get them all fixed up here.
I'm on a roller coaster right there, but they had a block in the back or a hold. Can't remember what it was.
It was a holding penalty against them.
And they run the option. Jacob Schuler picks it up, scores a touchdown.
Scoop and score.
Go for 2 to try to go up 21. Good job of Rip just finding the open hole, and Trey hits him.
Yeah, and once again, Hall's Hogs give him plenty of time, and he just takes his time, and he finds the open guy who was wide open. So
yeah, we about went for 2 on the other one.
We thought you were thinking about it.
But there's still 3 minutes to go in the 3rd, so I hate losing points at that point in the game. When you know both teams are going to keep scoring.
Yes.
If it was, a defensive game, you may go for two. But
Yeah, if it was 10-7
Yeah.
or 13-7, something like that, yeah, you try to do something different. Like I said, folks, these are two teams with a bunch of athletes on the field. And fortunately, the ones with gold hats and white jerseys, the good guys are wearing white, came out on the top again. Fake the motion. Quarterback scrambles. We've got Ben Williams all after him. We're going to get a holding penalty against them again.
Yeah, we've got kids playing hard.
Back them up to our 49. Good pressure on the quarterback. To us up in the booth as this game went on,
Great tackle here, open field tackle by Jacob Schuler.
we saw that this quarterback wasn't near as accurate when he has to run and throw. He stands in the pocket, he's pretty accurate.
Yep.
And plus he's a good runner. So the Jackets take over 1st and 10 at their 23.5-yard line after forcing that punt. Throw a little swing pass out here.
Yeah, it was a good job. We missed a block out there. It was a good job of Justin by getting us to 3rd and short. Try to screen, and they just they did a good job there.
Yeah, they blew that up nice. And get off a nice punt.
Yeah, this is where the city was down, and I'm not sure. We watched it on video. It's tough. It's bang, bang call.
Yeah. And what happened on that, they said with the
That
low
was-
snap, when he fielded it, his knee was on the ground.
Yes.
So they take over 1st and 10 deep in our territory. And they throw, and this is a good job of making them snap the ball one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Bad snap
No,
or
you don't.
penalty or anything could happen if you keep making them snap it.
Did they call a penalty against us?
They called, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what that was.
They kicked the extra point. They called it unsportsmanlike on them.
On
That
them,
they
that's what
were
it
running
was.
their mouth on their sideline.
Yeah,
So,
it took back at the kickoff.
Yeah.
So they kicked off from the 25-yard line. So they did get the extra point, and then we got a nice return here. This is a good return.
absolutely.
We're up near midfield. Justin Beasley just taking
Yeah,
it.
then we get a
They called us
we
for
had a
it.
penalty.
Yeah, which backs us up.
Trying to hit Mario over the middle again. They did a good job playing it.
Yeah, they said we were holding on that kickoff return. This is one of the few times Caden doesn't move the scrum downfield.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this play. When we hurdles the tackler downfield, when we threw it to him early in the game and they had it covered, we're going to come back to this play.
Yeah, it's a good job there.
Nice
Trey
blocking.
getting it to Caden. Play before that.
Yeah, Ben Williams had a nice block from his H-back position. Trey doing a little blocking behind the scene there.
Yeah, a good run there by Hunter White.
Yes, number 4 going downhill. There's Imari.
Yeah, I thought he might get in right here. Just guy went low.
Yeah, he went real. Finally, somebody makes a smart tackle. You get him up around the hips, you're going to have trouble. Pound on the right-hand side with Caden. Three receivers to the left. Look to the right-hand side. This is just typical Imari.
Yeah, Mar yelled over, wanted to run that play. I said, yes, sir, let's do it.
Yeah,
So had one-on-one, and I like that matchup.
absolutely. So to get the touchdown to Imari on that little stop route, extra point is going to be out of the snap of Matt Scoggins, the hold of Isaac Green, and he boots her through the uprights. He was perfect on kicking.
Oh, yeah, Carl, he is solid. He's very solid.
Didn't miss an extra point, 2 for 2 on field goals. His guy kicks were good, and he had 5 touchbacks.
We're back into the wind here, so skied it again. Didn't want to give them a cheap something. This was 2 penalties. Had a holding and then a late hit.
Late hit, which backs them up deep in their territory, and we're getting late in the game here, and this is when a lot of their fans really started leaving. But the Jacket defense, look, it continues to swarm. You did a little Did you do some substituting here towards the end of the game on the defensive line?
Yeah, we started bringing in a few guys.
Yeah.
Aiden Adcock got in there, and Jackson Williams, Trey
Yep.
Perkins.
Yep.
Third down, bring back in the starters.
Ooh,
We
that's
get
a nice
tackled there
tackle.
by Christian Smith. Probably 4th and 6, and it's kind of tough spot, 4th and 5, and they punt it. They're down, I can't remember the score now. Is it the final?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're down
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, we get the ball back with about a minute 7 or 47 minute 7 left, I think it was.
Well, this is the 5-minute drive, I think.
Oh,
right
I'm
here.
sorry. This is 5. Yeah, we got the ball back at 5:53, 1st and 10 at our 21.
Yeah, so we're still milking the clock. No, nothing crazy, no turnovers. We're probably not going to throw it again. Trying to stay in bounds as best we can.
Good job at Hall's Hogs blocking on the right-hand side.
Something we worked on this week is a drive like this. So we're trying to milk the clock. I feel like last week, if we could have milked a couple more minutes in that second half, we could have run out of time. So we worked on it this week.
6-yard gain, then Hunter White picks up a first down, and this is just really key. As we said, we took over with 5:53 left in the game and a 56-35 lead. Hunter White one more time, and that is a good 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it was.
Because they had him hit back at the original line of scrimmage. There they make a nice tackle.
Yeah.
They're catching on, they're going low. So it'll be 4th and 8.
We got a punt. They have 12 people on the field. So we got a 5-yard penalty, break 4th and 2, and we weren't going to go for it. We're just trying to get them to offsides, and we're going to take a delay to back it up to where we're just punting from. But really wanted to finish it out with a victory play if we could.
Right. We jumped offside.
We jumped offsides here, which is fine. We were going to take a 5-yard penalty anyway.
You're right.
So it wasn't that big of a deal. Just trying to get a cheap first down so we can kneel it out. Instead we have to punt.
And all we want to do is just get a good snap and get rid of the ball. And if it goes 5 yards downfield or 25.
We're up 21. They've got a minute 12.
Yes.
So I'm keeping, and they're out of timeouts. So I keep doing the math in my head. I'm like, they have to have 2 onside kicks and score twice for a minute and 12. So now I kind of felt pretty good about it.
Yeah. My point, you don't have to comment. We're up 56-35, and they got 3 timeouts going into this drive, and they end up using them all. And I'm thinking, why? Get home. We'll get on the bus and go home, and everybody's happy. So they run their little counter play, which is one of their favorite plays, and sometimes they hand it off to the man going opposite the counter.
Yeah, got some subs in now. Got
Yeah,
Blake Hammett, Clayton Goad, Rex Richardson in at linebacker.
They're going downfield, but frankly, all we want to do is just use the clock. And this is,
I think this is it.
Yeah, this is the last play of the game. We did an over/under bet on that last play. That there was 5.3 seconds left. So I said to Clinton Roger, I said, over/under 1 play to get. They'll throw 2 passes into the end zone to try to score a touchdown. Over. So Clay says, I'll take the under. They'll just get. So they ended up running it on 56-35. Congratulations, Coach. Just a nice victory.
Well, I was very proud of them. It's a fun game to watch back like we did. But like I said, it started Monday. I told the kids that, you don't just show up and win these type of games. And what I wanted them to realize is how hard it was going to be to win there. That team was 6-0. They've got region championship on their mind. Probably the biggest game they've had. I know that coaching staff has had at Hiram, the biggest game they've had, and to come after a loss last week and last year, to have to go to their place and get a win. Winning football games is hard. It is not easy at all, and just very proud of the effort.
When going into this game, we had the 7th toughest schedule in 5A. They had the 41st toughest schedule. We talked last week against Cartersville how we thought our schedule had set us up to play a good game against Cartersville. We played a good game. It just didn't come out the way we wanted to on the end. This time, everything worked just fine. And I think the non-region schedule which, you know, a lot of staffs would say, no, we can't play a schedule like that. We're going to get beat up and we can't play for the rest of the season. But it has really paid off, and don't you think our guys are battle tested?
Yeah, they definitely are. Definitely battle tested, and you know, hopefully we can keep using that to our advantage, because our region is wide open. You know, you go to Cartersville, Cass had the ball tied 14-14 with about a minute and a half driving to go win the game. Devin Henderson got hurt that drive, so hopefully he's going to be okay. But anyway, they got down in position to try to kick a field goal to win last night, and Cartersville ended up winning in overtime. But it just shows you how tough our region is. I feel like any team can beat any team. You know, haven't seen Cass yet on film, but watched a little bit of it last night with Cartersville. We know they got athletes. Dalton, we've seen them a couple times, and they've got they're playing really well. They got a really good football team this year. So
they got their whole offensive line back from last year.
Yes, they're doing a really good job, especially offensively. So we've got our hands full for these next 3 weeks, just so everybody else in the region does too. You know, you look at you know, Cartersville's won 2 in a row, close, but they've still got to play Hiram, and
they play Hiram this coming week,
and Dalton. So, and we've still got to play Cass and Dalton. So it's you know, it's anybody can beat anybody in the region play. So we got to make sure we just hone in on each week and going out and trying to get better.
We had 3 in the top 10 folks in 5A in the composite power rankings. Dalton's probably in the top 15, and then Cass got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they're coming back, and nobody in the region, no opposing coach in the region, thinks that Cass is a game that is going to be easy, because they're loaded with athletes, and like you said, we hope Devin Henderson gets well, because that really helps their team. But yeah, you've got 5 teams that are just knocking each other around every Friday night.
Yeah.
And if you go to sleep on Woodland, you're going to be hurting.
Yeah, and you know, 2 teams don't make the playoffs, so
you're right.
So you got to make sure you're getting better every week and putting the last week behind you, win, lose, or draw, and moving on. So hopefully we can do that and get ready this week.
Yeah, once again, congratulations. Pipeline. How's our pipeline?
The middle school finished up their season over Red Bud on Wednesday. JV plays Daresville this week on Thursday. And we've got one more game. We got to play Daresville, and we play Walton at Walton next week.
You might as well play a bigger school.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, they're ranked like 8th in the nation in varsity, so
yeah.
It should be, hopefully, I'm sure their JV's probably pretty good too.
It looks like, you know, when the game started, it felt like there was going to be a bunch of humidity. That never seemed to build up. I didn't see any cramping injury-wise. We come out of the game fairly good.
Yeah, I think so. I think
yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, that's good. 56-35, folks. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. You've had time to look at some film since then, so hopefully you're now beginning to absorb it and realize how much fun it was.
Yeah, it was.
While you were in the middle of it.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it had to be fun while you were doing it too.
It was, you know, and we knew it was going to be that kind of a game where we had to score a lot, and they were going to make some big plays. And, you know, for the most part, we controlled the game other than those couple of drives right there in the second half. But we knew that was going to happen, and I'm just proud of the kids for fighting through it and getting the win.
Yeah, 91 points scored.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And we thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. We thought it was going to be close, and at times it was close, but the Yellow Jackets persevered and took care of business on the road at Hiram as they defeat the Hornets 56-35. Coach Clay Stephenson Show has been brought to you by Dr. Kenny Holloway and the iPlace. They are located at 101 South River Street. Call them at 706-629-4578 and walk in through that yellow door and for all your optometry needs. We thank them for sponsoring. Folks, we appreciate you watching. Thank you again for tuning in. You've been watching the Coach Clay Stephenson Show.